Cho Totsu Mou Shin! Cho Totsu Mou Shin! Cho Totsu Mou Shin!
Did you know he is not really saying coming through? In Japanese, he is saying Cho Totsu Mou Shin, and this means a lot more than coming through. This 4-character idiom fits very well only because Inosuke is saying it, not Tanjiro or Zenitsu. Hey guys, this is Naoki. In this video, let's learn the true meaning of anime clips from one of the hottest anime, Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba. Before starting to watch this video, I will recommend you to watch Demon Slayer anime up to episode 2 of Entertainment District Arc.
どこ行くんだおっさん。
日本一色と欲にまみれたド派手な場所。
While I was watching anime with English subtitles, I noticed there are many scenes where the translation is not delivering the full meaning, or the true meanings are hidden behind the translation. I know it's almost impossible to fit every explanation into a very short scene, so in this case it makes sense to use coming through as a subtitle. But in this video, we can take time to learn much deeper than translation, including Japanese language and culture. After watching this video, your understanding towards Demon Slayer will be deeper and you can enjoy it even more. If you like Demon Slayer, I promise you I won't let you down. So, hold tight. Can we actually start from who he is?
俺は橋平伊之助だ。俺の話が聞きたきゃ、俺を倒してからにするんだな。
As you know, his name is Inosuke and he used to live in the mountains. His instinct is strong like a wild animal.
まるで四足獣と戦っているようだ。
He almost always wears this mask, while he is known for a very charming face under the mask.
すごい。変な風に顔塗ったくられていたけど、落としたらこうよ。
Do you know what his name Inosuke means? Inosuke in Japanese is written like this. These characters are called kanji, which is originated in China and brought to Japan around 4th to 5th century. And these characters called hiragana, which Japanese people around 9th century made out of kanji for simplification. Hiragana characters basically show the pronunciation. For example, I is always pronounced as I, whereas in English, I is pronounced as I or I depending on the word it is used for. Anyways, when you hear the name Inosuke as a Japanese speaker and see his head, it directly makes sense. Why? Because this animal, boar, is called Inoshishi in Japanese. So Inosuke's Ino matches with this animal's name Inoshishi. And we can talk about Ino from Naruto someday later, because it's definitely related.
Ino!
So basically, Inosuke's name is already showing who he is or how he is. Inoshishi, by the way, is a common animal, especially in central and western Japan. They can often be seen in the countryside or in the mountains, and the babies are called uribo, and I think that's a really cute name. Adult male boars tend to have fangs that stick out of their mouths, so Inosuke's mask is more likely to be made out of a male boar. Japanese boar could surprisingly be more than 185 centimeters, which is 6 feet, and 200 kilograms, which is 440 pounds. And you can see a huge boar hunted in Japan from the description if you're interested. Going back to his name. Name Inosuke could be separated into two parts, Ino and Suke. And names that end with Suke is still common in Japan. And I have friends named like Ryosuke, Kosuke, Shunsuke, and so on. Inosuke's kanji, however, doesn't match with boar's kanji. And his name uses more common kanji than this. And that makes sense because this is only used for Inoshishi, boar, and it won't usually use for people's name. Inosuke sounds and seems very realistic, but a little old. And that makes sense because Demon Slayer story takes place in Taisho era, which is 1912 to 1926. By the way, when they went to Entertainment District and disguised themselves as girls, Inosuke used this kanji and her name was Inoko.
こりゃまた不細工な子たちだね。
As you notice, all of them have ko in their names. Names that end with ko are probably the most popular, or at least were the most popular names for Japanese women. Based on research that has been done by Meiji-Yasuda Life Insurance Company since 1912, names that end with ko dominated top 10 of Japanese newborn girls' names since 1921 to 1956 for 36 years. If you have a Japanese female friend, think of her name. There's a good chance it ends with ko. At my work in the US, there were like 10 Japanese women, and surprisingly, more than half of their names ended with ko. But over the years, it got less and less popular, and recently it appears only once a year on top 10 at most. There were actually no appearances on the top 10 over the past 3 years from 2023 to 2025. Even though there are still few, not many of my friends my age have ko in their names.
明日だな猪子
Okay, now we know his name. His name is actually showing who he is and how he is. So let's go back to the clip.
超突猛進超突猛進超突猛進
As you saw, he repeats this word Cho Totsu Mou Shin so many times.
超突猛進超突猛進
Cho Totsu Mou Shin is one of Japanese idioms called Yojijukugo, which is 4-character idioms. Yojijukugo has 4 kanjis, and each of them has specific meaning. And actually, some of them are based on Chinese stories that happened a long time ago. By the way, there are more than 4,000 Yojijukugo, and we study some of them in Japanese schools. So what does Cho Totsu Mou Shin mean? Do you remember this kanji? Yes. This means boar. It only means boar. And Totsu means run into, and Mo shows the intensity of the momentum, and Shin means proceed. My Japanese dictionary says the meaning of Cho Totsu Mou Shin is that pushing forward ferociously like a boar towards a single goal without thinking about anything else. And another dictionary translates Cho Totsu Mou Shin as recklessly lashes headlong into things. So obviously Cho Totsu Mou Shin describes what Inosuke does when he fights as a demon slayer. Just so you know, people won't usually say Cho Totsu Mou Shin as much as Inosuke does in daily lives. But if somebody see Inosuke, they'll definitely say that, oh, he's doing Cho Totsu Mou Shin.
行くぜ超突猛進
How was it? Now, whenever you see him saying Cho Totsu Mou Shin, you now know that he's not only saying Kung Fu, but he's expressing his identity. And that clip we watched was actually his very first line in the anime. So that tells us how important Cho Totsu Mou Shin is for him. Like this video, I'll explain clips of anime, not only Demon Slayers. So if you liked this one, or if you want more of these, please make sure to give thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Please let me know what you think, and leave any anime you want deep explanations for in the comment section. じゃあねー